And that's why you check the chat so that you learn when your microphone has been off for like 5 minutes. My microphone has been off. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. Sorry, multitasking. You should see all the tabs I have open. Okay, so let's redo all of that. I did that again. I was talking for like 5 minutes straight. Okay. So, anyway, back to the point. We've got some wonderful poets tonight. Let's talk about this lineup again. We've got Lee Swatowski is going to be the first after me because it's my show and I'll start it if I want to. Facebook.com/Midwest Takeover Radio Show. He is also one of our sponsors on this show, so please go show Mr. Lee some love at Facebook.com/Midwest Takeover Radio Show. Listen to his radio show. He plays some awesome rockin' underground national wonderful bands. After that, it's going to be Mrs. Amberle Madden. If you want to support her, you can go to Venmo and send her money at Venmo at Tony Madden, TonyMadden. All of these should be in the description down below for the record. Then we've got Mr. EddieVincent. Actually, I'm sorry. I have that a little out of order. Actually, I believe it is going to be April Rose after Amberle Madden. April has read before. She's going to read again. She is at PayPal at auditoryarmory@gmail.com. Both Amberle and April are in bands. Amberle is in the band Comin' Home the Band. Please check them out and show them some love. That is Comin' as in COMIN apostrophe. So we take the G off. It's trendy. And then you've got the wonderful April Rose with the band Auditory Armory and also her acoustic projects at April Rose. After that, we are going to have EddieVincent from the band Devil's Target. You've seen EddieVincent on here before. He always does a great job. He'll be on a little later. CashApp EddieVincent at CashApp $EddieVincent. And then someone new to the stream, we've got Steel Sweet, CashApp $April3671. All of these are in the description down below. You know how YouTube works. All right. Reminder, our sponsors tonight are, once again, as mentioned before, the Midwest Takeover Radio Show with Lee, the wonderful people at Maverick Apparel Company, who do a bunch of, first off, their shirts and their designs are always great. And them and their sister group, MVK Music Group, do wonderful stuff with the local scene here and with the national scene, with the touring bands and whatnot. So definitely show them some love, Maverick Apparel Company and MVK Music Group. I will add their description down below in just a moment. As always, I'm going to start us off. So our theme was... Our theme of the night was stepping outside. Now, not necessarily all of the poets will have poetry about that, but I do. A few will. We will be exploring that theme throughout the night. That theme does not have to necessarily have anything to do with necessarily going directly out of your house. Stepping outside can mean a lot of things. So I've got some stuff written for that. Some of the other poets have some stuff written for that. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have fun. Let me get us started off before I open up the floor for Mr. Lee Swatowski. I'm going to start off with one I wrote specifically for this theme. It's called I Floated Up Above Myself. Hope you guys enjoy it. It is, I stepped outside my body today. I think they call it astral projection. I floated up above myself and laughed at my complexion. The faces I made while I soundly slept, not realizing that my soul had vanished. I floated up above myself and found the whole thing outlandish. I saw my wife slumbering nearby, so peaceful in her dreams. I floated up above myself and admired my silent queen. I heard a voice from far away calling me to fly on. I floated up above myself and realized this somber song. Please, not yet, I cried out loud. I was not ready to be taken. I floated up above myself and hoped the voice was mistaken. No one stirred at either voice. We were out of the realm of the living. I floated up above myself. I could feel my body shivering. The cold of death was taking me, and there was nothing I could do. I floated up above myself and prayed to stay with you. I awoke suddenly, covered in sweat, my dream slowly fading away. I had floated up above myself, but had been gifted the right to stay. That was Floated Up Above Myself. Hope you guys find that one neat. I'm going to do one more. Then we're going to get Lee in here. And I'll do something else later. I'll do more later. The next one I'm going to do is related to this. I believe it's related to the theme of stepping outside. Specifically stepping outside of your comfort zone and stepping outside of the world you perceive and the world that you constantly deal with. This is kind of a appreciation letter to one of my favorite authors, Octavia E. Butler, who wrote the Earthseed series, The Parable of the Sower and The Parable of the Talents. I'm a big fan. This is my letter to her. Yeah, here we go. Everything you touch, you change. Everything you change changes you. Dear Octavia, your works touched me and changed me. As an idiotic 20-something man, I believe things about women and the world that I am not proud of. But your Earthseed chronicles opened my eyes to new perspectives and new ideas. I saw the world through the eyes of someone who wasn't me. It engaged me. It changed me. You touched me. And I don't know what to do with that because I am still not you. I can never be you. My wife is you. Many of my friends are you. But I am not you. I am not them. I can never be them. I can sympathize, not empathize. I can never be an empath like Olamina. I want to plant my seed, build my acorn, but in what soil should I sow? What talent should I use? What crop can I reap? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to complain. You've moved and inspired me, but I don't know what to do with that. You touched and changed me, but I don't want to stop. I wish you were still here. I wish we'd gotten that third parable. We still need you, Octavia. I still need you. But as long as your book survives, you will continue to touch, to change. You changed us. You will continue to change us. Did we change you? That was Dear Octavia. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys liked that. We're going to go ahead and I'll save some of my other stuff for later. We're going to go ahead and bring in Lee. So, getting ready to press buttons. Admit. And yes, April, we were talking about this a while back. We're going to go ahead and I'll save some of my other stuff for later. And Lee's got the echo going, but that's all good. Hey, Lee, how you doing, man?
Well, I'm hanging in there, sir. Trying to. I tell you what, I love Zoom. I've been on so many Zoom meetings here. I actually been on 3 this week. This is number 4, so I'm getting used to Zoom. So this is kind of fun. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. Still really not sure why Facebook wants to fuck me over every time I try to do this, but we're
Facebook.
Gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna make it happen.
Just gonna show you. Show you.
It came in. Does it suck?
Yes.
Is it an okay shirt?
I had a question. I actually wore it the other day, and I actually took a picture and I put it on. And it was like I sent it to a friend of mine. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, it's called Filth. Go look them up. So yeah, I finally got it. I love this shirt. It's you know, I have more Florida family metal shirts than I actually do of any other region of the United States, which is kind of funny because I live in Chicago. But there you go.
So, yes, you do, and we love you for that. So
It's Swiatkowski, FYI. It's SWIATKOWSK.
SWAITOWSKI.
Yes, yes. Like I said, watch
Facebook.com
the Kowski. Yes.
Midwest.
Well, yeah, but that's me. Midwest Takeover Radio Show with Lee. Yes. Actually, you know what? Somebody pointed out the is actually spelled HTE or something like that. I don't know, but it's fine.
Yeah, the we is misspelled, which is kind of funny, but it's all good.
I'm leaving it. It's fine. Everybody gets it. But like Eric says, like Eric said, I'm very proud and happy to help bring this wonderful thing for people who are still in quarantine, which is I'm still in lockdown, and we are probably until this fall. And the Midwest Takeover Radio Show, we play a lot of unsigned. We prefer to focus on unsigned bands, and one of which is Filth. I do play Filth on my show, which I absolutely fucking love Filth, and unfortunately, we had to cancel the Filth show here in Chicago, and I was not happy about. We're not going to open bars until probably September, October. Not even kidding. Phase 4 is when we can open a bar, and that's only to 50% capacity. And I'm like, I get it, fine, I get it, but you're really. You know what? Kiss my ass. I needed that show, but I held on as long as I could. But, I respect what they're doing, and it's helping. My cousin had it for 7 weeks. And, it's hitting home. But go check out the Midwest Takeover Radio Show. We play a lot of Florida fam. Coming Home the band. We play Auditorium. I mean, come on. I play Auditorium right here. Got the tattoo. We play Filth, we play Copper Bones, but we also play a lot of great metal music from the Midwest, which is what we focus on, and the entire world. I've got bands that I play from the Netherlands, China, Bulgaria, all unsigned, all just like all the rest of us. Corners of Sanctuary, which is a band I'm in, and we just play everything. I want to say thank you to Eric Mann, and for those who are listening or watching. That thank you for Eric and Man Rambles, for putting this kind of thing on, because this has been my thing ever since it started on a Wednesday night. So this is freaking amazing.
Man, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad people are responding to it. Again, it's a little weird tonight because we did have to move over to YouTube, but whatever, it happens. I'm gonna hop up off here and give you the floor, sir. So
I will.
Lee is going to read for you guys. It's going to be a good time. Lee is not asking you for any tips or anything of that nature, but
all of my tips go to everybody else that's here reading. Since I like to sponsor this, I do like to make sure that everybody involved gets something. And if you enjoy what I'm reading, please. Eric, if you can pop on. Right back real quick. Eric actually has a link for what he does. So if he doesn't pop back on, there you go. What's your link? So if anybody wants to tip me personally, make sure they tip you so you can disperse it between everybody
I
else.
also don't take any money for this. If you want to donate to the poets as a whole, donate to everyone at CashApp or Venmo. We Are Filth. So $, We Are Filth for CashApp, at We Are Filth for Venmo. But you know how it do if you use those.
Right.
So yeah, now I'm going to hop off. Lee's going to take over.
Thanks, Eric.
Do your thing, buddy.
So Eric is amazing, and I'm going to actually read something, and I kind of took the stepping outside a little bit more literal. A little bit more to the heart. I'm actually reaching about free life events that happened to me, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you learn something from it. I'm going a little darker, a little deeper than the first time I read, which is more about finding love again. But this one is called All I Was Doing. A call from the boyfriend. Hey, sweetheart, want to meet up and go for a drink? Sounds awesome, I said. I can't wait to see you. Parked the car, walk across the lot. A car came driving full speed like a shot. You faggot should be dead. I wish I would have hit you. Why? We were just stepping outside. A picnic with friends. Pride banners waving in the wind. Burgers, brew, a good time. Glass bottles come our way. You fags should be dead. To kill you shouldn't be a crime. Why? All we were doing was stepping outside. At a nightclub, so many great people to see, a night on the dance floor, and too many drinks. Way too many drinks. I run to the corner to call a cab. A gun to my head is what I had. Fucking faggot, get out of my town. Why? All I was doing was stepping outside. Why should it be so threatening to live your life? Why should hatred be more important? Why should I have to worry? Why should I have to feel threatened? Why should it be so dangerous for me to simply step outside? So that's what I have for you. 3 life events put into a very short poem. And again, that's what I have. And I hate to leave it on that kind of a dark note, but that's what I got.
Damn, Lee, why you gotta be such a buzzkill?
Who's it?
No, that was beautiful. I loved it. I loved that.
Thank you. Thank you. I will leave with one dad joke because I would like that for the meme. I think, what do you call a hump with a third camel? Pregnant.
That's terrible, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
And I am, but still, it was great. But I really, I'm grateful to have the platform to read that poem. Actually, I just wrote it like 10 minutes ago, and it's been brewing for the last 26 years. So
I liked it. I poetry is about that expression of emotion, and I liked both the frustration, but also like the confusion in it. So great job, Lee. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring this. Thank you so much for taking part in reading this. We're going to get to our next poet. So bye, Lee. We love you. Up next is Amberle Madden from the band Coming Home, the band. Again, that is Comin, COMIN apostrophe. Amberle, I'm bringing you in, girl. Hi, Amberle. How you doing? Oh, it's connecting you to audio. It takes a second. Hold up. And connecting. Okay, there you are.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I mean, life has been better, but it's still going.
I understand. I'll leave if you want to talk about what's going on with you. I'll leave that up to you. I'm not going to bring up anything, but I am going to get your information set up here so that if you want to show some love to Amberle, that would be Venmo at Tone Madden. And correct this if I'm wrong. Show some love to the band as well. Facebook.com/ComingHomeTheBand. Like that? Yep. Cool.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Hope you forgot home.
Oh, Coming Home. That makes sense. Coming the band that sounds dirty. Like that sounds inappropriate. I mean, this is an adult stream, but and we'll also give you all the hearts that we gave Lee because that's only fair.
Oh, yeah. I love hearts.
So I'm going to shut up because I have nothing more to add. Really excited to hear what you have to present. So without further ado, this is Amberle. Enjoy.
All right. So I was supposed to do this last week and with the theme, and I ended up reading them on my own Facebook page, so I didn't want to redo those. I did find another one that I think really fits the theme, that I want to do, and then the rest of them don't. So, anyway, so, and I don't really name poems very often, so they don't have names. Okay, so this is this one. She sits in a room, voices all around, except she's alone with herself in the ground. She sees a picture that hangs upon the wall, realizing she's in the picture, not reality at all. She feels trapped in this world she has created. She wants out, slowly to the window she made it, to hang out her head, to see who's about, realizing it feels bad when with her aloneness she's without. Reality's real, except she decided to flee, because it's real and it hurts, and it seems to cut her, you see. So she watches from the window in her dreams, separated from it all, waiting for someone to see. Yeah, that's it. I stumbled a lot, so sorry. I'm nervous. I mentioned kind of like it's not been so good lately. Our drummer passed in my band, Coming Home the Band, suddenly in a car wreck of like 2 weeks ago now, just over 2 weeks ago. And I've written quite a bit since then, just because that's how I cope. But I wanted to do this one first. Please look at this notebook. I just can't believe it's mine. All right. Grasping at straws in the darkest of nights, fill your own cup, cliche flicked in my eye, eat up the weak, spit out their bones, sew your heart shut to quiet the hole. But I want to see the sparkling daisies again. I want to believe this is all but pretend, but never will I see that day come to an end, that day so recent I lost a true friend. Is this the end? Is this what the poets of the past had to offer? A flippant, scrawny savior in the midst of disaster? Is this what was meant to be? I can't believe this. A demolition of security, and still I resist. So caught off guard. Am I a master of fate, fated to miserably undertake? Step into darkness, which once was so bright. Is this what I asked for when I asked to be a light? Rewind back to the moments when it was all what it should be. Fuck off, destiny. This mistake you put on me. You missed the mark. Now take it back. You only get what you can handle, but I can't handle that. Take it back. That's that. I have a couple that I have on my computer here. If I'm still good to go, I'm gonna do this one and then I'll ask again. This is another one that's related to that. So, can't you hear me? Can't you see what he meant? You keep saying empty words, but don't you see where he's went? Like a shotgun close range, a hole that grew that day, a hole no one can see, but it's so much bigger than me. It's over. The walls came crashing through the ink on empty pages. It keeps pushing at the brink. When it's over, it's over. When will it stop? Too long forgotten how we got where we got. Another day later, the stories are there, amplifying the presence on too many a mournful ear. Can't you hear me? Can't you see where he went? Thick cords undying. Is life irrelevant? Do you see what he meant? Do you see that we're spent? Did you see us repent? Did you? Did you know what he meant? And I think I got one more that I can do if that's okay. So I'm going to assume by silence that means that's okay. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Oh, shoot.
It's perfectly fine. Do what you want to do.
Okay. This one I think has a name. I think I call it I Don't Want to Be Vanilla. I don't want to be vanilla, trying to please everyone, strangling out my own fire because I think I should. I don't want to pacify my wrath because what if I mistake the facts as perceptions and blow motherfuckers away? I don't want to fight to be neutral. I don't want to lay in wait. I don't want to peacefully nod and hide the fist that I make. I don't want my anger to be a myth. I don't want my sadness to just live in these songs. I don't want my facade to be the creator of me pretending to belong. I don't want to accept what cuts my heart. I don't want to drown in fake smiles. I don't want to laugh away comfort and pretend like I don't feel. I don't want to be vanilla, a passive, numbed out fool. I don't know how to break it out without offending all of you. My anger in me boils. I feel like I'm left to rot. Who fucking cares one little bit about this art that I got? What a fucking waste. What a fucking joke. Keep creating bullshit. Keep pretending that there's hope. Keep crying out in nothing. Keep pleading to be seen. Keep watching your heads turn, leaving me reeling. I keep letting out the blood. I keep showing it to you. The puddle of my trying to break through to you. I don't want to be vanilla, but when I hurt, then you run. Remember when you see my smiling face, you're seeing me become undone. Yeah, I think that's it.
Those were awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for reading those for us.
Thanks for letting me. This is cool. I've only ever done shit like this on my private, and I've never done it for people that aren't like in my close little circle. So this is cool. Nerve-wracking, but cool.
So there we go. Even if the poems weren't necessarily related to it, that's your stepping outside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Perfect.
That works. I like that. Well, comfort kills an artist, so apparently I'm very alive.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm so about that statement.
Yeah.
Amberle, thank you so much. Your poems were beautiful. Thank you for being the authentic you. One last time before I let you off, remember you can show some love to Amberle. Venmo at Tony. Is it Tony?
It's Tone.
Oh, it is Tone. Okay.
Well, he's Tony and Tone, but like mostly Tone.
Gotcha. So Venmo at Tone Madden, that's ToneMaddden, just in case anyone is just listening and not looking at the screen. And Facebook.com/Comin' Home the Band. Remember, it's come in, not with the G.
Yeah, no G, because we're the G.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming.
I have to be honest. I stole that straight up.
It's you repurposed it. You didn't steal it.
Well, I think he offered it to me to use. So
well, there you go. Perfect. All right, Amberle, thank you so much. We're going to get our next person in. Next up is going to be she's my friend. She's your friend. She's everybody's friend. Everybody loves April. Rose. April Rose. Everybody loves the other April that's going to come in here too. But we love Aprils. We love Aprils. Aprils are great. It's usually a pretty good month. This one was a little weird, but you know, whatever. We're gonna bring April Rose in here, and we're gonna wait because it takes a second. Because you know, technology is nonsense. There we go. There we are.
Oh,
hi, April.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I think I fixed it.
Yeah, well, no, it just always takes a second to connect to the audio, so it's just a thing. Okay, let me get that whiteboard back off. Let's take my ugly ass off here.
Aww.
Clear, and we'll bust out some text. All right, so this is the wonderful, the lovable.
You always give me like such commendations. I really appreciate it. I love how you're like, she's your friend, and these people are like, who the fuck are you?
She's everyone's friend, and if she's not,
that is true.
Doing it wrong.
I pretty much am everybody's friend.
I don't know how you dislike you, honestly, but
aw, thanks.
Okay, so we've got. Tell me if the things I'm doing are correct. Because we got Facebook.com/Auditory Armory, and we've got Facebook.com/Music by April.
Rose.
Correct.
Rose. God, you're good. You really can memorize more things than lyrics.
It's not memorization. I have multiple tabs pulled up of various things.
Well, there's that.
It's chaotic and it's hectic, and I'm really glad I'm drinking rum because it's keeping me calm.
Yeah, I just gotta say, man, I had to take a moment because both Lee's and Amberle's poem like really, really like shook me, like really moved me. So I was like, man, I don't know if I can read anymore. They were really good. Lee is a great speaker, and wow, like his poem really, really hit home, and that it took him 26 years to put that out. Yeah, it's like, I like the way he said it. Why? I'm just stepping outside, you know? And kind of related to Amberle's like wonderful poems. She's in a way she's stepping outside of the box because there's a stereotype of being a female fronted band, which we've talked about before, that her and I don't really fit.
I mean,
that.
fucking snaps to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, I'm caramel. I can't be vanilla, but but aside, like not being that, always trying to have integrity. And Amberle is an amazing songwriter, and the amount of freaking songs, like we've been a band for like 10 years, and I think they have like a way bigger catalog than us. They just churn out music so fast. And she's a great artist too. And I love those people.
I love that you've taken over my hype job for me.
It's just like, I just feel it.
Do you want to just host this fucking thing? Like,
no. You remember like in How Fields with Glass, they had like two singers, one that didn't talk and one. You're the Fenris of this.
Except I don't know if that's I mean, I feel like you're coming into your own Fenrisness right now. But
I'll shut up.
All right. You shouldn't shut up. I should shut up because it's your time, to read. Did you have some stuff related to the theme tonight?
Yes, or? the first poem that I'm going to read, called Coming Down, is a poem about wanting and purposely, deliberately and longingly trying to step out of if I could convey that enough, to step outside of your body, to step outside of your mind. The second one that I have is kind of about, it's not as much stepping outside as being outside. And the third one is not related to that theme. But.
Fair enough. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop making stupid jokes while everyone's trying to bare their heart through poetry. And I'm going to let you do exactly that. So April Rose, you've got your information's on the screen. I didn't get any
hearts. What the F?
Oh, you right. I gotta.
You can do it as I'm reading.
Yeah. So I'm going to mute myself, give you your hearts, and we'll go from there. This is April Rose. Everybody have fun.
All right, this one is called Coming Down. I used to think I had it all together, yet here I am, splayed out on the carpet floor, the cool concrete underneath. I had too much. I took too much. My eyes blink between this world and another. I'm sick to my stomach, waiting to drop off, waiting for gravity to take control of my limbs. The faint sound of a TV nearby, the faint scent of dried flowers frozen in this moment. A final blink, eyelids heavy, the unknown awaits when they open again. This substance, this liquid, takes me to a good place, a place where I can stand myself. I'm funnier, wittier. The smoke fills my lungs with powerful medicine. I let it burn a while longer, savoring the burn. Self-hate is an easy hate to satiate. My ego goes from elevated to deflated. Confidence boils over into cockiness. Guilt follows soon after. The kiss without a kiss, the embrace without an embrace. When you separate the feeling from its action, you separate the human from the human. The gossamer threads of this world, I sweep them away like sheer curtains that uncover a memory of the smell of fall after a Midwest rain. The neon green grass illuminating, pulsing. Shit. I made a mistake. My brain was racing to make decisions before it realized it made the wrong choice. Now I see what this truly is. I'm disgusted. I'm frightened, raw, exposed. I opened up the stitches of that wound again. It's one of my faults that I can't break my word, so I break myself to remain broken in the abandoned palaces of my mind. Is this what healing is? The uncertain gluing back together, the mosaic of broken china pieces? Everyone's gone now. The quiet reminds me of the loudness of my own mind. Will I survive just as I have a million times? Probably. Regret sinks in. I confessed things I shouldn't have tonight. I poured my heart out to strangers. I laid myself bare in an arena of wolves. 5 shots and I'll sleep till 5. Oh, the things we do to feel alive by edging so close to death. The dizzying rush dissipates and I fall into a dreamless sleep. When I awake, I've returned, splayed out on the carpet floor. And that was coming down, about stepping outside of your own body, whether it is any substance you use, alcohol, drugs, psychedelics. So this next one I have is, it's about being outside. It's called Insectum Canticum, which in Latin means insect song. An indigo evening, around the campfire, celestials sit in a crescent shape. Bright amber flames and the inky color of sky are reflected in their bodies. Long waves of lilac hair blow upwards and crackle like the flames. Surrounding us is the sound of wind rushing, police sirens and ambulance horns, so frequent they start to blend with the clamorous chirping of crickets and mumbling of mosquitoes. Wheels speeding across asphalt like a rushing river, a city among the trees, a network between the branches. A gunshot is heard in the distance, a soft explosion in dusk. Summer reminds me of mosquitoes because there aren't any fireflies here. The only time I ever saw any was when I was 5 years old. A friend of my parents owned a farm in Indiana. I remember one evening when me and a bunch of other kids captured fireflies in mason jars in front of the house. My eyes grew big, watching them flitter and buzz like sparklers on the 4th of July, clinking against the glass. Nature at night, the venue of our deepest thoughts, boughs of Spanish moss form into the shape of a honeycomb, each hole housing a star. If you stare long enough, you can see them, twinkling, flashing blue, red, and yellow. If you stare long enough, you can tell that the world's turning. Heaven is straight ahead. All right, that was Insectum Canticum. Just one moment, I need to mute my mic.
I mean, I don't know about you, but April's doing a wonderful, wonderful job. And I think everyone needs to appreciate that. Whatever she's taking care of. Okay, it's taken care of. I'm going to shut up again.
Okay, so sorry. I live with 2 other people, so I could kind of hear them and it was distracting me a little bit. But anyway.
You, Dennis.
And Justice too, but okay. So this last one I'm going to read is called Key. And here it goes. At home alone, a cabinet door opens with trepidation. The house is old, familiar, and musty, like a nursing home where lead pipes behind drywall. Out of blackness, crystal bottles glint, silky amber liquid contained within each. My love, it's been too long. I've missed your kiss smooth on my throat, the nectar of your beehive, the exhilaration I felt once your vapor reached my brain. I genuflect once more at your crown. I am a stone, sadness chokes my throat. My burdens are a stone seeking passage through my body. Castle islands on the sea, lives once lived, doors locked to secret rooms. Self-punishment can be an addiction. We might not acknowledge it, we might not even recognize it. It's a weapon that only you can wield, an Excalibur that feeds your desire for self-destruction. A sensation that overwhelms your entire body, draining you, chilling you to the bone. A bewildered, lost feeling, a vast hallway with never-ending doors that all lead to the same place, a vaulted ceiling of light, taunting you of a paradise that may exist, but that you may never reach. Seen as a teenage phase, but never really leaving some. I found new clothes to wear, traded sneakers for dress suits, baggy jeans for business suits. I can't tell you that it will all be okay, because it might not. I have squandered time, made excuses, distracted myself with household chores and endless to-do lists to avoid facing the inevitable truth that what I wanted to be was probably not what I should be. But alas, in all of my failures, I am still here. Even if I get up, even if I let my fears win, I am still here. Let them speak of my wasted potential. Let them look down on me for my scarcity. Regardless, I am still here. And that's all I have for you tonight. That was my piece, Key. Thank
April,
you.
you're wonderful, and I think I adore you, and I know
I
for a
adore
fact-
you.
And I know for a fact that everybody listening also adores you and thought you were great because you were.
You know, I have to say a shameless plug that our on our next upcoming album, Eric, of course, has vocals on it, and our first single is going to be the one with Eric on it.
Sleep with your fucking eyes open, bitches.
Boom.
That's we gotta stop doing inside jokes on this shit.
I know people are like, we
No
don't
one gets
understand
it.
you.
If you want to get it when that shit drops, you got to check it out.
Well, we've kind of like known each other for like 11 years, so it's really
Yeah, it has been like that long.
There's a lot of history.
a lot. I really like, by the way, in that last one, I really enjoyed that line about how we don't realize like self-punishment and how we become
it's like an
addicted to it and we don't
addiction.
even realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool line.
Thanks.
No, the whole thing was great, but I remember when I heard you do that, I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Well, it's so cool when we hear others' poems like what we heard tonight too. It's like, you know, the writer wrote about a certain things, but just like a song, like other people, like different lines in there stick out to them, and then they kind of take that with them. That's really cool.
Yeah. By the way, anyone who is either A, listening live, or B, listens to this after the fact, because you know, one thing that I'm trying to do with this channel is to you know, especially during this weird time, get people writing and sharing and such. Last month was National Poetry Writing Month.
God, I didn't even know.
Yeah, in May, I didn't either when I even started, because I started this like this whole like Man Rambles experiment, you know, just because of the quarantine, and then saw people hashtagging NaPoWriMo, which stands for National Poetry Writing Month. And I was like, oh shit, I timed this perfectly. But yeah, it's and this month is actually National Novel Writing Month, or also just known as National Writing Month. Get out there and write. Get out there, and there's so many prompt generators out there. There's so many. I've been doing Hump Day haikus. So
yes,
if you
I love those.
If you want to fucking join me, write a fucking haiku on Wednesday, or write a haiku and show it off on Wednesday.
All right, next week, yes.
Hashtag Hump Day haikus.
Hump Day.
April, you're wonderful. Aww. I adore you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me again.
Remember to show April love either with a tip to PayPal at auditoryarmory@gmail.com. Show some love to her musical projects, which are wonderful. Facebook.com/auditoryarmory and Facebook.com/music by April Rose. Both are great. Beg her to do more acoustic metal covers because the shit she does with Disturbed and Mastodon and Anthrax is wonderful.
Thank you so much.
With that said, April,
Eddie!
we're gonna say bye. We're gonna say bye to you. We love you.
Bye. Love you.
I should have timed that better. Okay, there we go. It is gonna be so the next poet is gonna be Eddie Ganskoffer or EddieVincent. EddieVincent Price. But before we bring Eddie on, I'm gonna do another one. I talked about how there's like prompts everywhere, so I'm just gonna do a super short one. This last month, The Atlantic magazine did the Atlantic Poetry Challenge. Each week of April, they posted a prompt and had, it was a contest to write to it and such. So I did one. The prompt was look outside and write something about what you see outside. So I want to, this is hyper short, but this is what I wrote for it. And this is what I'm trying to say about, there's so many, if you're not feeling inspired, if you're feeling, getting that writer's block, there's so many resources out there for inspiration. So I want fucking write, you bitches, write some shit. Anyway. So I wrote, oh God, what's going on? Sorry. I wrote this. It's called A Large White Fence because when I looked outside, I saw a large white fence. So here we go. I've this one's on all my @ManRamble social medias if you want. A large white fence, blinding in its supposed purity. Is it to keep them out? Is it to keep us in? This barrier of purity with cracks, revealing facades. Is their grass not green? Do their trees not grow? Does a few inches really make a significant difference? That was a large white fence. So take advantage of these sources, man. Get your shit out there. Get writing. There's I'm currently writing a screenplay for a horror contest. I'm going to plug that right now because I want people to know about it. Go to screencraft.org. There is a horror screenplay writing contest right now. You can write a short, you can write a pilot for a TV show, or you can write for a movie. The regular deadline is May 31st. The final deadline is June 30th. I will, just to be straightforward, the entry fee for this is a little higher than normal. It's $69 if you can get submitted by May 31st, $79 if you need until June 30th. But it's a bunch of people from Blumhouse and a bunch of people who've written horror movies like Sinister and The Green Inferno and have been involved with some of Jordan Peele's stuff. It's that's the people judging you. So fucking get out there and write. That's all. Okay. With that in mind, we're gonna bring EddieVincent in. He's gonna be the just the beautiful baby bear. Let's get him in here. And where he's connecting to audio. I love that you're always wearing wrestling shirts.
Thank you.
It's like every time.
I think I only own wrestling shirts and local man merch. So.
I don't have wrestling shirts, but yeah, I have band merch and t-shirts my school gives me. So let me get Eddie's information up there. before we get this rolling, how you doing, Eddie? While we wait,
We're chilling, you know.
EddieVincent. I recently posted. I've read it before on these streams, but I finally actually posted the poem I wrote about Eddie.
Aw.
And because it's super sentimental, but Eddie's great, and Eddie needs to realize he's great, and that's all.
One day.
Hey, Eddie, you're the Devil's Target Facebook. Is that facebook.com/Devil's Target, or is there more to it than that?
I think it's Devil's Target official.
You said I think, so let me verify that. Fucking
Because we're
bass,
official. Well,
fucking
hey, listen.
bass players.
You set yourself up for failure by expecting anything from me.
I set myself up. It's not you. It's not you. That's what my poem was about, bro. Stop beating yourself up. It's just that you're a bass player.
Well, yeah, I give you that. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And let me not forget. You know what? Eddie gets X's, and he can think about the O's that are supposed to be in between them.
But think about them all the time.
X's and O's, they haunt me. I want to kiss Eddie on his lips because he's pretty. Sorry, I'm just killing for time while I get everything set up.
No, it's okay.
Hopefully that blinding whiteboard is gone. All right, yeah, I can see on my super delayed chat that, or I can see on the super delayed video that I'm typing things. Great. Eddie, do you have stuff related to the theme, or do you just have stuff?
I do. I have the two I had from 2 weeks prior, and I have one on the theme.
You are a gorgeous human being who is incapable of doing wrong, and I love you. Okay, so I'm gonna get off here. We're gonna let Eddie take over. Super stoked to hear it. This is EddieVincent, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie, Cash App, $ EddieVincent, and Facebook.com/Devil's Target official.
Yeah.
Show the man some love. This is EddieVincent. I'm out.
Okay. Like I said, I got 3. Couple from weeks prior that I was supposed to share, but technical difficulties, and one that's on the topic of stepping outside. I'm gonna read the sad one first. Yay. Fuck. Here it is again. That demon that haunts. Those black tearing claws, those teeth that chew me up and spit me out so often. My chest is tight and breathing is hard. It's nice to feel butterflies in your tummy, but good God, not all the time. They're bats with wings of fire now, boiling the acid in my stomach. This time it struck when I tried to sleep. I'm so tired, but my mind won't stop, reminding me of all those things that will surely happen in the future, all inevitably soul-crushing and painful. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fuck everything up. Just shut up. You're not real. You're poison. You can't hurt me. You're all in my mind, but damn it, you feel so real. You crush the wind right out of me. But every day, I will try and defeat you. Every day, though you are the first thing I see every morning, I will fight you till I fall every day. Cruelly, you let me live just to torture me again at the next possible moment. But so help me God, one day I will beat you. I will chain you like a dog, and I will control you. I will defeat you, my bitter enemy, anxiety. Now we got a happy one. Ish, I guess. Light returns where once was dark. Illumination casts its warm brilliance. The night is pushed away. But there's also debris, rubbish asunder. Behind the refuse, the shadows hide. The higher and brighter the glow, the longer and more intense the shadows grow. Here they will always dwell. Here they will always lurk, just out of reach of the glorious lumens. Where there is one, so will be the other. The dark, however, can only grow and shrink with the influence of the light. Darkness can only overwhelm when that one light flickers and fades. There on the horizon, another point of light. It burns bright and adds to the first. They dance, swirling in the inky black. The shadows, in turn, are confined, pressed firm against the surface of the debris, quivering and wavering in fear of the spiraling, joyous light. And another, soon a symphony of brilliance. Lights of all strengths and colors dance happily into view, twisting and turning around each other. Shadows run even farther. They can never be driven away forever. But when all the lights join together, the dark has nowhere to hide. And the nature one came to me while I was at work, so I wrote it on the back of a receipt. Here we go. Theme was stepping outside.
I just need to real quick point out how hard I laughed when you said that.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? What?
No, fuck yeah, that is such real artistry. I love it. Anyway, I'll get off. I had to say something. All right, read your receipt poem, baby.
I sure will. I wanted to write a poem about the beauty of nature as a whole, its splendor and its impact, but how could I? I'm just a mortal man. And unless we come face to face with some majestic scenery, some captivating panorama of obscene grandiosity that it almost forces a belief in an intelligent design, we often lose sight. We lose sight of the little minute things of our wondrous world that we miss in our hustle and hurry. The way the velveteen moss grows just so on the sides of the rocks and trees. The perfect dampness of a fall morning, just when that golden hour and light filters through the leaves. That perfect layer of dirt and dust and pollen on a window of an abandoned building after years of neglect. The exact point where the endless vastness of the ocean meets the insatiable hunger of man's empire. The way the climbing vines creep up an old stone wall or wrap around an iron gate. The way water always seems to find the perfect way to splash downhill. The way the moss hangs out of the old boughs of the framed oak. It's framed by the swamps. It does not need to be a scene of stark beauty, large enough to be cheapened by our simple, chimpish human words, to be of true beauty all the same. For the beauty comes from our heart's willingness to see it and our fondness for stepping outside. That's all I got. I can't hear you.
There's so many mute buttons and shit. Like, Eddie, there it is. Eddie, that shit was beautiful. Shit was beautiful. I absolutely adored it. I regret giving you X's because that's gonna look bad now. Yeah, that first one really hit me, man. That first one really hit me. There was a line that stood out, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but now it's leaving me because I'm also like, I unfortunately have to do a million things while we do this. But I do know I was just like, I gotta say something about it because fuck, that first one was so good. The rest were great too, but man, that first one hit me. Loved it, man. Loved it. Oh no, I remember. It was when you talked about like how these feelings are like not true and like how you should be able to just ignore them. But like fuck, they feel so real. Like goddamn, man. Like right on the button. Right on the button. Fuck. I love you, dude. Keep writing, please, because you're wonderful and I want to hear. I want you to read me to sleep. I want you to read your sad stuff to me to sleep.
I sure
will. So with that in mind, Eddie, I'm gonna take you off. That was one more time. I know I just took the screen away, but that was CashApp EddieVincent. And make sure you check out facebook.com/Devil's Target Official if you want to hear some brutal metals.
Yes.
With that in mind, I believe we're on to our last person for the night. Bye, Eddie. I love you.
Bye.
It's gonna say April, but this is Steel Sweet, ladies and gentlemen. So our final poet for the night, Mrs. Steel Sweet. We're waiting on her to come on in. There you are. This is Steel Sweet, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
So we've got here. If you could mute that real quick so that we're not getting this weird echo.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
No, you good.
Hold on.
It totally happens. That's fine because that gives me time to get all your stuff on here. So
Awesome. Sorry, I don't have my filth shirt on. I tried to.
I don't expect anyone to ever wear those. Why would you?
But I did have my auditory armory on yesterday when I went running.
Well, then that's all that really matters, isn't it? I want to mention, you can go into more detail on this, but just as a heads up, and I'm not telling you to take away from any of the poets tonight. Everybody's got to make money, and if you loved what they did, show them love. But Mrs. Sweet here. This is a great stage name, by the way. I love Steel Sweet. You are donating all proceeds to, if I'm correct, it is the Zuni tribe relief for COVID-19, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because motherfuckers need to know that native populations have been hit hard by this, disproportionately hard. And this is a common thing, is native populations get hit hard by these things and nobody does anything about it. So Mrs. Sweet over here, Mrs. Steel Sweet, is going to do the sweetest thing possible, and any proceeds she gets.
The other April.
The other April.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep with your stage name. I was trying to keep your stage name going, but
it's fine. It's okay.
So that's CashApp April 3671. If you want to show her love, remember that everything she is taking is going to go towards the Zuni tribe relief. You're also doing, you're going to do a 10-mile run, if I'm correct, right?
Well, I started out as a 10-mile run, but my daughter kind of told her friends that I'm doing a half marathon. So it went from 10 miles to 13.1. So,
Jesus Christ. What?
So a half marathon. Pittsburgh, good cause.
I get winded just walking to my refrigerator. So I don't know.
April,
fucking respect.
April Rose is my 5th donor. So I'm hoping that mile 5, I will be running past her residence. I'm trying to work it out to where it'll be there. It might happen. So good possibility.
And I'm 100% going to donate to that. I'm just waiting for my next paycheck. So, which is next week. So
no
I'll get you.
Words of encouragement is absolutely grateful as well.
Well, yeah. And I'm super impressed by what you're doing, and I'm trying to be encouraging for that. But also I am going to also just donate money.
Thank you.
I'm just waiting for the next, I'm just waiting for my next paycheck. So,
thank you.
So remember, if you see this, whether it's now or whether you are checking this out after the fact, do you like that awareness, that fourth wall breaking, where I recognize that some people might watch this not live?
Right.
If you want to show some love, remember that you can donate to Mrs. Steel Sweet at CashApp $April 3671. All proceeds going to Zuni tribe relief for COVID-19. She's running 13 fucking miles, folks. Like, fucking donate. Also, if you want to donate, if you want your donations spread out amongst all the poets, some of which will go to Steel Sweet and will go to the Zuni relief tribe, but you also want to show some love to the others, you can also send Cash App or Venmo to We Are Filth. So that's Venmo at We Are Filth, and that's Cash App at $We Are Filth. And for the sake of transparency, yes, those are my Cash App and Venmo accounts. I will be sending money though, and you can ask April Rose and Eddie and Amberle. I have sent money before, so I don't steal. So, but just for the sake of transparency, let's get that out of the way. So I'm gonna get off here. Our marathon runner and poet is going to wow you and impress you. Uh,
I'm nervous.
don't be.
Oh,
You're going to be
gosh.
wonderful. I'm going to hop off here. This is still sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Show some love.
Thank you. All right, I have 2 poems tonight. It's been a long time since I've done open mic night. It's been forever. I can honestly say it's probably been 10 years. And when I saw April Rose post tonight, I was like, oh yes, I got to sign up. So I did. But my first poem, I kind of try to incorporate art with my poetry, and this is what I did. In my language, it says strong heart, and then it's got my poetry, and it's got a man, doing the whole muscle thing, because I don't know. I woke up one morning and I kind of just felt these words. So I hope it makes sense to you guys. It doesn't have a title. Sometimes I have titles, sometimes I don't, but this one does not. Okay. This morning, I prayed for my heart. It aches. It's beating at a rapid pace and it's lost. I pray for my tears. My tears are feeling like liquid fire running upon my face. It hurts. This morning is rough. Why are thoughts of you heavily on my mind? I pray for you and I pray for me. I miss you and I question, do you miss me? I pray for my confusion as I close my eyes. I can feel the fiery river continuously flowing upon my face. The piercing in my heart is torture to my soul. Why did you abandon me? Where have you gone? I search for you daily, and in desperation, I am screaming in silence as I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I'm confused. The caring, the promises, the lies you tell. This morning is pretty rough. I pray for strength. I know I will surpass this anguish. The fighter within me has awakened again. I pray for you and I pray for me. Thank you for making me strong as I close my eyes. As I close my eyes, I sigh in peace. I dry the tears that burned my face. I lift my chin despite a heavy heart. I sigh again and smile. I will be okay. This morning, I will be tough. Peace, love, and happiness. Still sweet. Whew. Oh man, this is like making me sweat. Okay. And then this one is kind of like a funky one. It's called Friday Morning Kisses. And the funny thing is I wrote this on a Thursday morning. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, Friday Morning Kisses. There is nothing like waking up with you beside me. Your arms shelter me. They protect me. That masculine scent you own intoxicates me. It's quite exciting. Bliss is where you will find me in my Friday morning kisses. Most want Superman, but I prefer you, my dark knight. There is no place I'd rather be than beside you. Show me how to satisfy you, thrill your every desire. Teach me, coach me with all your Friday morning kisses. Wow, I am lost, but please don't find me. Keep me here, where the heat and sensation reside. Electrify, mesmerize. Keep me lost as our lips brush upon each other. Oh, how I adore those Friday morning kisses. I'd forever lay in peace, surrounded by the power of love. I'd forever want to stay lost in the passion of the kiss. Admire the fireworks. Run after my heart for it race. I want to keep close in your arms. Keep close to my Batman. Forever is my desire for those kisses, those Friday morning kisses. Wake me again, shake my soul, touch me, allow my heart to race. let's stay together as we get lost over and over. We are lost in our Friday morning kisses. Mwah. All right, the end. That's it. That's all I have. I only had 2. Yay.
Those were beautiful. I loved them.
Thank you.
Those were great.
Oh, that was quite nerve-wracking.
Don't
you.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. You're amazing. You're a good writer, and you have no reason to be nervous whatsoever.
Well, I will definitely be back for more.
Fuck yeah. Let's do this. Everybody
Yes.
write. Everybody do more. I'm happy to. I guess this is a good time to mention that the plan for this live stream is because it's weird right now because nobody really knows what's going on with this COVID-19 shit and like when things are going to reopen. My plan is to do this as long as bars are closed, but once the bars are reopened, I would still like to do this on a monthly basis. I don't want to try to compete with like local and you know, I don't want to try to compete with bars like actual open mic nights, but I wouldn't mind doing I really want to do this as a monthly thing after the bars open. But right now, as bars are still closed and like there's not really events going on, we'll keep doing this until that changes. I am sort of basing it off of Florida because that's where I am, but obviously this doesn't. You don't got to be in Florida to do this. We can figure some stuff out, but we're gonna figure that out as we go. And this is an ever evolving project. I was using one app, and it fell apart. I was trying to do this on Facebook Live. Now that's fallen apart, and I've moved it to YouTube. So we're ever evolving. We're changing, but please stick around and have fun with us.
Awesome.
April, I love you. You're great. That was excellent. So once again, Steel Sweet, Cash App, $April3671. All donations to Steel Sweet will be for the Zuni Tribe Relief Fund for COVID-19. I see Auditory Armory April is trying to share the link for that specific fundraiser. If we get that worked out, we'll do so. But again, you can just Cash App April3671, or you can Cash App Venmo and Cash App We Are Filth, and we will also be making sure that Steel Sweet gets her portion. This is a good time to mention that our sponsor, Lee Swatowski, did throw out some money, so everybody is getting paid something tonight. So, you know, thank you, Lee. Thank you, Midwest Radio Takeover Show. We really appreciate you. Also, once again, thank you to our sponsors, Maverick Apparel Company and MVK Music Group. April, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Come back again. We look forward to seeing you again. All right, so I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna call it. While I'm doing this one, while I'm reading this poem, I think I like the theme idea, but I think I want more options for the theme in the future. So, if you're in the chat, let us know. Give me some ideas. I'll pick like 3 or 4 ideas for themes to write to, and we'll roll from there. If you're not in the chat and you are hearing this after the fact, leave a comment. Let me know down below what themes do you want. If we don't do it for the next show, we'll do it for one after. So let's get some ideas for themes. Let me know what you think would be cool. What do you want to hear poetry about? I'm going to drink some rum real quick. Just a reminder, I'm Eric Man Rambles. You can find me on Instagram.com/manrambles. You can find me on Twitter.com/manrambles. You can find me on Facebook, Facebook.com/manrambles. Apparently, I'm now signed up for YouTube, although I don't know if I have an official name on YouTube at this point. So, and also, Lee, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to. But I do like that. Oh, fuck yeah. Rum is great. I'm actually mixing rums. I've got coconut rum and Bacardi in this with blackberry sparkling water. Oh, Love Yourself's a good one. I like that too. That's not the theme of what I'm about to do. So, I haven't read this one yet. I've been a little nervous to read this one because it's some sad boy shit. Haven't posted it on the social medias. But yeah, the one I'm gonna close out on. Let's close out on a sad note. You know, let's all get real sad together. So this poem's called Self-Loathing. And it's about those moments, you know, where you hate yourself. It's about like, what is being okay? How are we supposed to be okay? What is even that concept? So this one's called Self-Loathing. Mom, if you watch this, I'm fine. My mom has hit me up in the past about lyrics and things I've posted that ask why if I'm okay, because I wrote some sad things. So this one's called Self-Loathing. This is how we're going to end the night. Again, give me suggestions for themes. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. I'm a sad, miserable little fucker. Almost every night when I go to bed, usually drunk, my stomach is in knots and my brain is in terror from thinking about every single thing I did wrong or every potential error. When I wake up in the morning and try to get out of bed, my eyes won't open and I have these thoughts in my head about how wrong the day will go, about all the ways I'll fuck up. I'll say this, do that, ruin this, destroy that thing that is important to me, and I don't even know what it is. My job, my marriage, my art, like what? What am I going to fuck up today? And the weirdest part is, despite how intense my self-hatred is, I don't know why I feel it. Because my life is okay. I have a steady job and make $40K. Not the best, not the worst. My parents are great and they love me. So does my wife, who is so supportive and, if I may say so fine. So why can I only stand myself when I'm high? Like, seriously, I have to use edibles to disassociate. I have to smoke myself to the moon to negotiate with myself about why everything is just fine. I'll survive. But I don't know why. I'm doing okay, but I'm not okay. Not in any shape and not in any way. And maybe it's because it's not okay to just survive. You have to strive to constantly improve. You have to constantly grow and expand. Buy a better house. Get better jewelry. Find a way to own land. And I don't want kids, but I'm supposed to. So I am broken in that area too. It's this fucking happiness treadmill. The second you reach the peak of the mountains, you discover you've only climbed a hill. What you thought was riches was just a dollar bill. We're told to not be okay with ourselves because to be okay is to stop growing. But if it is all leading to misery, then why have I fought? We're told to not be okay. And I'm not. I should be. I should be okay. Just okay. But I'm not. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have done that one. I shouldn't have done that one. I did go super emo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a bad call. Yeah, we're gonna end on that sad note. Should we end on that sad note? Do I have something more uplifting? I could maybe do something hyper short. I feel actually kind of bad about ending on such a fucking miserable note. I tend to write miserable things. No, I really don't. I don't have anything like anything uplifting to like go with. So I'm sorry. But we'll, whatever. It's fine, right? Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. We've had fun. I don't have to resolve every chord. I guess not. It's okay to just be fucking, sad sometimes. I just realized that I still have April's, like, I didn't even stop screen sharing. I'm so bad at this. So in the description down below, you will see where to donate to all the poets tonight. You can also donate to everyone, and I will divide it up at CashApp $ We Are Filth, Venmo at We Are Filth, and that will just get divided up as evenly as I can make it, depending on the number. There's 4 poets who are taking payment in some way, shape, or form tonight, so if it's not easily divisible by 4, then that's going to create some weirdness, but we'll figure it out. Once again, thank you to Lee Swatowski of the Midwest Takeover Radio Show with Lee. Although when you try to search it, if you search that, the with is misspelled. It's WTIH. Got to fucking deal with that, Lee. But that's okay. It's okay. Actually, Lee's still in the waiting room. Let's bring him back in for a second, if he's there, if he's with us still. Once again, thank you to Lee Swatowski of yeah, surprise, motherfucker. When you try to search, Lee, do you as a sponsor who has joined us, and once again, please show some love to the Maverick Apparel Company, and MVK Music Group. That's facebook.com/Maverick Apparel Company and facebook.com/MVK Music Group. Those are relatively simple things to spell, so I think that's fine. Show them some love. But Lee, as my sponsor who shows up and who reads poetry and does amazing poetry, final words from you. What do you want to say to the people?
Don't give up. Don't give in. Be strong during this time. We are all in this together. No matter what we do, no matter what stage of life you're in, don't disparage, because we all can get through this. Like, Florida's opened up. Illinois, we're still on lockdown. I mean, we're on lockdown for several months yet. And, but don't disparage. We are all in this together. And to all my brothers and sisters out there in the music industry, we will get through this because we are strong people. If we weren't strong people, we would not be in the music industry. And for those poets who read tonight, you guys were amazing. Great. It
was a good night. It was a really good night.
From Eric to April. We had 2 Aprils tonight, but okay. So Steel, and
Still Sweet.
Still Sweet. I'm like, that is a great name.
It's so good. It's so good.
That is a great name. But we're all in this together, and don't be selfish. Support each other. Don't be mean. Somebody may not understand what's going on, and I myself have to take account for that. But let's just try to be kind to one another, and that. And again, I want to thank Eric for bringing this on. Eric is trying to make everything seem a little bit better. Eric is the man, as I like to say. Yeah, that's cheeky. I'm gonna go cheeky, but I want to thank Eric for allowing me to help sponsor this. But
no, you froze. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back.
I froze, but I want to thank Eric for bringing this on. I want to thank Eric for allowing me to sponsor this, and I support each and every band that is out there, independent or otherwise, because we're all in this together, and we'll get through this. It'll be a bit, but we're all in this together, and we will get through it.
Yeah. And if I may, and we're gonna close out now because the show's over. But as a final closing sort of note to everything Lee just said, I know everybody's life is different and everybody's experienced different things, but like for a lot of us, I think life has slowed down a lot.
Yes.
Whether you've, people working from home and your job's gotten like weird to where you just, stay home, and a lot people who've lost jobs and are trying to fight with the government over, fucking getting paid. I'm in both of those situations because of my household. So the working from home and the fighting with the government thing, whatever you're going through, like, this will end. This will be over, and things will. I'm not going to say things are going to go back to how they were, because this is a significant event, but things will return to some level of normalcy, even if that normal is new. But don't stop. Like, if you've been doing creative shit during this quarantine with some of your downtime and stuff, and I know it'll be harder, and I know that you won't be able to do as much, but if you're writing, if you're painting, if you're sculpting, drawing, filming, podcasting, whatever the fuck your art is, writing music, whatever, don't stop. Like, keep going. Try to remember like the moments where this felt good, because it feels good for me, and I've really enjoyed the time to be able to like dedicate to different things. So don't stop. Keep going. Keep trying. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You deserve love. And I'm sure if you're an adult who's bothering to even try art, you can't be that bad at it. So just fucking keep fighting. So thank you for watching, whether you watch this live, whether you watch this after the fact. Thank you for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed the poets. All the relevant information you need about donating, because if you enjoyed them, even if you didn't enjoy them live, they still deserve a tip. All the relevant information is down below. You can also donate to CashApp or Venmo at We Are Filth, $ We Are Filth. All of that money will go towards the poets for the night. If you could leave a note that, like, just in case you watch this like a month later, if you could leave a note that it's for a specific video, that will help me, but whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that would help.
And otherwise, hey, keep writing, keep working, make your art, speak your truth. Be safe, be good to one another, as Lee pointed out. Thank you again to Lee Swatowski, the Midwest Takeover Radio Show with Lee, but not with Lee, WTIH Lee.
Yes, that's right.
But Facebook.com/Midwest Takeover Radio Show. Thank you again to Maverick Apparel Company. Facebook.com/Maverick Apparel Company. Thank you again to the MVK Music Group. Facebook.com/MVK Music Group. Please check me out at Man Rambles at all the social medias. Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Man Rambles. And maybe YouTube now. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But Man Rambles, search me up on social media. If you can't find it, I'm not on that social media. Not on Tumblr, not on Reddit. Don't do that.
Darn.
Thank you guys. It's been a fun open mic. We'll do the we're live again next week. We're taking ideas for themes. So if you aren't in the comments posting them, please leave a comment down below when this video goes up as not live. Let us know. If it doesn't come up next week, it'll come up in another one. So yeah. Love you, babies. Thank you to Lee. Thank you to April Rose. Thank you to EddieVincent. Thank you to Amberle Madden. Thank you to Steel Sweet. Show them love. And I think that's it. And this has gone too long. Love you guys.